Hi, this is Alicia and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about mistakes and mistakes as mistakes. I am quite interested in linguistics and this is quite philosophical in nature about how words are formulated and how it can be perceived or analyzed and thought critically. And this is what I wanted to talk about in terms of mistakes as mistakes. I wanted to give an example that better explains this, and this is quite philosophical in the way I do this because it's about giving an example that fits your case. And if my premise or my view is that mistakes are mistakes, then what example can I provide to justify this? And the example that comes to my mind quite literally is a movie scene, and this is how it goes. For example, actors and actresses are performing a scene and the director has a vision and script about how it ought to be. The actors and actresses attempt to perform that specific segment of a scene, but they make a mistake. Or the lead makes a mistake. So in that case, clearly the scene has to be repeated. But imagine if those actors or that specific actor that made the mistake took an inflated weight of the notion of mistake. Then the self-esteem would be so low that the actor/actors would struggle to perform at their best ability. So here, the actor has a choice, and that choice would be to see the mistake as a mistake, quite literally, and move forward knowing the weight of that particular mistake is not as significant as the mistake feels in the mind. And here I talk about an important notion, and an important word in my argument is weight and the significance. The mistakes are not seen as significant as we perceive in our mind, and that's so important because a lot of the mistakes that we make in the normal world, and the example and the cases that I'm talking about here, like skill-based mistakes, growth-based mistakes, not really the ethical and moral mistakes I'm talking about, but the growth and skill-based mistakes, it is important that you have that way about experimenting and making mistakes to grow. And it's so important that you let yourself make that mistake, because if you don't let yourself make that mistake, or as I suggest, a mistake, then you wouldn't really allow yourself to be able to carry out the task in life that you're wanting to do, or the skill that you're wanting to build, or anything else in that caliber or shape of thought. And that's what's important, that a mistake is not seen as far significant than we ought it to be. It's just a mistake a lot of the times, and many times, should I rather say. It is important that you kind of carry this out in the practical world, just as I talk about in the movie scene. And imagine if the actor or the actresses or whoever thought of that mistake in a specific segment, a small segment, as such an inflated sense, compared to the whole movie, the value, and just by probability, it's not seen as a massive mistake. But in cases like perfectionism and things like that, you would take that mistake to be such a big value and a big and a large magnitude than it actually is. And that's so important that you take mistakes as a mistake and move forward. and mistakes are part of a growth period, and I feel like it's so important that you allow yourself those moments where you let yourself make mistakes gracefully and freely. There's a sense that if you feel so much fear about making mistakes, then there is a sense that you can't be free with whatever you're trying to do and the skill that you're trying to acquire or build on. Any experts would know that to become good at something, they have to make a lot of mistakes. And mistakes is clearly part of the process about going about things. So I feel like it's just so important to take a mistake as a mistake. And just even if you think about in life, a mistake, as silly as it sounds, whether it's a mistake, a mathematical mistake on a piece of paper, then that mistake is not going to be life altering. And in many cases, it's clearly not. In almost every case, it's not going to be a life altering case. And it's rather just a case of you made a mistake at the time that you tried to calculate a formula, you tried to understand a question rather. And that's so important. I hope this video is useful and my words are rather insightful on the notion of mistakes, and I hope you guys like the video. If you do, please like, share and subscribe, and I hope this video gets out to someone that is probably being hard on themselves whenever they make a mistake, and to understand that it's not a massive mistake overall. Like personal experience, even the last couple of years where I am doing social media and even YouTube right now, the mistakes I make don't make such a huge altering thing as much as I make it in my mind. Just like that, it's just a mistake and you try and move forward and try again. It's as simple as that. And as kids, we used to take that value as so seriously, but as you get older, you understand where you can place a mistake, and a mistake is not something that you would place such an importance rather than your whole personality, your whole capabilities or your abilities in doing things, and you can clearly do better. But even whilst you've done and you made a mistake, it's absolutely okay, and to understand that it's okay. So I hope you guys liked the video, and bye for now.